What is up? Gotta learn how to not bump the stuff on this table. Goodness. Anyway, what is up, y'all? It is me. Guaranteed. How y'all been? Sorry about yesterday. Facebook was like tripping on me every time I tried to do the live. It kept saying I didn't have any. I was offline or something. I don't know. Y'all know technology and me can always be a little weird get down, so it's whatever. Sorry about yesterday. Anyway, I don't know. So let's see. Dang, I didn't grab my chapstick. Today is Talk to Me Tuesday. Whatever you're talking to me about for this Tuesday, today's Tuesday, yes, Tuesday, then I don't know, it should only be up. Or at least we're going to figure out how to make it go up. Almost like a wine and win Wednesday, but Talk to Me Tuesday, like the old kind, where I was up on here in the mornings and we just hung out and I just fed you all a bunch of love and it felt really good and we joked around. That's what this is. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest in bed and be held. That's what I would kind of do for you all. Give you all a little safe space and like build you up and say nice, fun, positive things. The play card says have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. That's what we would do early in the mornings, like kind of when you were getting your day started. I find that goes okay, a long way. Like that helped you all kind of think a little bit more. The inner temple card devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So it kind of gets you all's day going a little bit different, something to think about our conversation all day versus the rest of the day, so you can kind of know where you're standing at, like kind of staying in the test before the test happens. Sorry, whoever is sitting with me, I don't like how they're sitting, so let me sit the way I like to sit. I think a lot of people's issue right now is that they thought that, I guess initially when you all met me and I'm like, hey, yeah, you know, you're going through this awakening and, you know, whatever. And I think that you all thought that the awakening was just like one week. It's like just one wake up call and then you just take the call and then that's it. No, when you grow, you know, when you get out of a cycle, right? When you wrap up a cycle, you're answering another call for another cycle. It's like, do I want to stay in limbo and still kind of not know where I'm going? Do I want to go back to the cycle that I was in? Because now you have options. Do I want to move forward? So then you're wondering, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? And y'all keep saying, I don't understand what you mean by take another leap. Like I done already jumped. Yeah, jump into the next cycle though. You got to. Got to jump into that one to wrap that one up, to move forward, to always know that you can keep growing and expanding. Even if they aren't bad cycles, it's just jumping into something new. You know, expanding on your foundation, expanding your palette for life, if you will. So y'all keep saying, what do you mean take another jump? Yeah, take another jump into the next cycle. I understand that it's something that y'all feel like that y'all have already done, but you all are being asked to go somewhere else. That's what this armor card says. Where are you being asked to go to? Answer the damn call. It's the next cycle. Y'all get scared. I don't know. It's like y'all really thought that like you all just kind of won, so you just kind of kick your feet back on everything that's been going on. It's like, I've been handling. Okay, you've been handling it. Then you don't give yourself credit for handling it, so you don't even realize that you're handling it. So you feel like you're standing in limbo instead of saying, I'm handling it now. How do I fit me in to the fact that I just, you know, reworked my magic on this? How do I fit me in? Then you feel like you're in limbo because you're not making time for you. You went back to doing what you were doing in the old cycle for everybody else and still never no time for you. That's the dilemma. That's standing in limbo, that's going backwards, that's taking the next leap to go to the next phase. And I know that I do that wrong every time. Taking the next leap to jump to the next space. I don't understand why everybody got so scared to do that. Hey Quisha. Yeah, you. Quisha, you're one of those people that I'm talking about right now. It's like you, for everybody who's just now looking or whatever, I don't know if you heard the beginning of this. I just wanted to kind of get on here in the morning because I noticed that last year when I was doing this, you all felt better about talking to me. Hey, Leandra, I love you. I miss you too. I'm sorry I missed. I want to say somebody's birthday just passed, and I'm sorry that I missed it, but I love you very much. What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Oh, you all seem to like our conversations better in the morning. Having a positive energy outlet look in the morning, being that fun, that jovial, that playful. Hey, Sulian. Having that playful, jovial self in the morning, having a way to know how to redirect your day already because we've shared these moments right here. You all, if you play it back, it said that in the cards. That we share these moments right here, so it makes the day kind of different. But I was talking to everybody about, everybody keeps saying, well, I know what you said, and I took a leap of faith, and I jumped into this new thing or whatever, and all this stuff. Cool. But you're steadily jumping into the next cycle. So some of you all are either standing in limbo because you jumped out of a cycle, so you're standing there, you haven't quite moved forward. It's like if I was shuffling these cards, the flamingo that's stepping into the really, it might not be a flamingo, but I think it is, that's stepping into the really pretty world, but it's a shadow world. Stepping behind it, it's all gray and dark behind it. Out of these cards, yeah, it's like you all don't understand, and it's like that portion of you that's standing right there in the middle, that's the part that you're fixated on, because you're like, I'm too scared to go forward and I'm too scared to go back. Not even scared to go back, I just don't want to go back. Don't want to go back and too scared to go forward. That's what this is. That's why it's asking you to take another leap of faith into your next cycle. That's why this armor card, Irma, however you want to say it, it says, where are you being called to go? And then the next card said, answer the call. You said you shedded all these skins. You moved to this next thing. It's a constant jump. It's a constant growth. Growing means up, so it's always going to take a little to get it. So even if you got to get a running, jumping head start, it's a constant leap of faith that you can go into the next thing. You should always be knowing that that's so fucking crazy. If anybody has ever seen class act like that, always be knowing or always be oh my God. It's class act in another movie where they're talking about how somebody's talking. That's so funny. Anyway, but yeah, you should always be growing up, like constantly. It should be a constant outgrowing of something. You should always be outgrowing something. Because if you're not, then you're just stuck where you are, and that sucks. It means you're not really learning nothing new. And when I say learning anything new, you'll be like, no, I just found out. Yeah, you might have found something out, but when somebody asks you to recall that, you didn't retain it. You know why? Because you're set in your way. So even if somebody asked you how to get there, you would say the old way instead of that new shortcut that you've actually been taking since you found out. You wouldn't think about it. You would instantly revert back to the old because you didn't retain it. You just picked it up. It's something that you found out, so you use it. You'd be like, damn, I don't know why I didn't tell her to go that way. Yeah. Because you didn't learn that. You didn't retain that information. So these Talk to Me Tuesdays, I hope y'all actually going to talk to me on this Tuesday. Yes, Sue Lynn. So this Talk to Me Tuesday, I hope you all can actually talk to me. I hope you all can actually talk to me and just kind of shed some light on where you feel like you need love and light, or just ask me to just, if you would rather me just pull. Hey, Shell, is I still asleep? Hey, Jazz. Leandra, your first card out was the Priestess. It's in the reverse. I'm giving it to you in the upright just because, I don't know, maybe because I'm biased and I love you a whole lot. but but it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? Somebody's giving it to you in the reverse. Somebody says she's still up here and right here chasing a pipe dream instead of running into this awakening. So you're only partially standing in it. It says energetic upgrades, a new way of being integrated, but it's with the self. You got take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. You got this in the reverse. You keep saying that you can't, but the real deal is that you don't know how to, so you don't do this. That's why you're only halfway in your awakening. You don't do this. You don't trust the niggle. It says, what is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? You know, when you keep getting that little, girl, I keep getting a little, got a little weird in my, keep getting this back here, a little weird in my throat, something in my stomach, girl, my leg keep vibrating. Your leg ever vibrated? Like, what does that mean? Like, you're being awake and you're only partially trusting it. You've got Pleiades, a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. This thing that you're doing, since you swear that you're bringing your boys, mind yourself that you're also doing this not for the generations moving forward, but for the ones that were back. Your healing wounds going back too. So when they say a double mission, it's, the 2 steps forward to the 2 steps back. It's not moving 2 steps back. It's making sure that you have those people in mind. So it's a trickle back. So when the cup overflows, it's raining all the way back. All the way down. You got mink time. It says, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I guess when they, for me, oh, sorry. I slid the wrong card out from the bottom, but I picked up the deck. The card you ended on is protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. That's what you got. Call back your own power. That's why they gave you this priestess card. How are you being called to lead? They said, well, she has to know what she got to get rid of some stuff before she can even go anywhere, because she's only partially trusting what she's in. She knows what she's being asked to do and how and who for. But the power and those cutting the cords, that stuff only you can do. So if you're doing it for them, you still have to do that for you. What's up, Janice? Still talking to Leandra. What is up, family? What's up, Jessica Renee? That might be that boy, y'all. Oh my God. Forgot that boy was in these cards. What is it? Michaela just went to work.
No, Michaela.
Michaela just went to work. Because she has a job, honey. Huh?
I said no store.
She do. What's going on? What is going on? Everybody's waking up. That's literally what it said. The community is waking up. Got the take a nap card in the reverse. Community. Everybody's waking up. Anyway.
Mama,
What is up?
I want my sister.
They're at school.
I school?
I don't know. It's the law. Sulin says Haza. You hear me?
What?
Sulin said hi.
I'm not gonna say hi.
You're not gonna say hi?
No,
Why? Cause you mad cause ain't nobody here.
no.
Why you mad?
Because my mama, I want Michaela, Estelle, and Kayla.
So you mad cause ain't nobody here?
No,
It is the law. They gotta go to school.
no.
Won't I go to jail if they don't go to school? They'll be in trouble. I'll be in trouble. It's a law. Forget you, Shell. That's why I don't be talking to y'all. That's why I don't be talking to y'all. Anyway, we talking to Leandra. Y'all got me all sidetracked. That's why I'm not fucking with y'all. Y'all got me sidetracked. Leandra, you're being asked to listen to you over the mess, over the conflict and chaos. You're asked to tune into yourself. I don't know where my stutter is coming from, but let's pretend that's not happening. So, yeah.
Mom,
Yes.
I'm hungry.
What do you want to eat? No, not at all. What do you want?
I want to have some Oreos.
We don't have any. Kayla ate the last of them.
Look,
Yes, sister.
my sister ate the chocolate one.
Leandra, you have the same old story syndrome,
Mama.
or the same old song. Sorry, same old song. You have everything. It's the same old song. I mean, it's the same old song. Key come back. It's the same old song. She show up. It's the same old song. Everybody is playing that same old song. Yes, yes, yes.
Can I have some ice cream?
No, not for breakfast. It's 9 o'clock.
No, it's not.
You're right. It's 9:41. You ain't even go pee.
So now I can have some ice cream.
No, it's 9 o'clock. Hey, you need to take that back there. They don't want to hear you crying through the laugh. I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Oh, Quisha, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to skip you. Yes. Hey, can you go back in that room and shut the door? Cause you are loud. I can hear you pretty well. Zai, I'm sorry, you all. Hey, bruh, can you go on with your go on? If you all are wondering what's happening, I won't allow him to have ice cream for breakfast, and so he's melting down in the hallway, which I don't care if he has to melt down, I just wish he'd go in the room, because, yeah, he's a little loud. I don't like to talk over, you know what I'm saying? I gotta talk over you. I don't want to do all that. Anyway, Leandra, you have same old song syndrome. And if you keep saying it's the same old song, then guess what it keeps being? The same old song. So everywhere you go, nothing feels like home because everybody's singing the same old song. What you need to do is change the song. Change the song. And for the people who don't like your song, trust you me, they'll move on. They'll find someplace. Because they'll know you don't fit for them. Hey, Portia. Portia, I don't know which great grandmother you were fortunate enough to meet, but she says you really wrapping up these cycles. You really let go of your pride to really start learning how to be of service to yourself. She's enjoying watching you walk into not quite, I guess it's saying not necessarily quite knowing who you want to be, but open or still scared of the fact that things are changing, but still open to the fact that they will. If you stick around, she would like to talk to you about whatever this loneliness feeling that you feel is. She can show you how to grow some love within yourself, so that way it doesn't feel so lonely. Most people don't know loneliness from self-isolation. And so if somebody can kind of show you that, you kind of have the empathy for yourself and kind of turn things around so you can find nice relationships. Anyway, Quisha. I'm not sure what the faces mean. But, yes, Quisha, it is Talk to Me Tuesday, so you gotta, either you tell me what you want, or I'm pulling cards. Leandra never says anything. Portia, don't be worried. Hey, April. You're wrapping up some stuff, too. A lot of you all keep forgetting. If you didn't watch the beginning of this video, please make sure you go back. And April, where do I feel like I know you from? I am. Let me get a. Feel like Dora, like a little handy dandy note, or not Dora. What's that dude's name from Blue's Clues? A little handy dandy notebook. My phone is ringing. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Yep, here we go. Let's see. Quisha's cards. Hey, Joella. Quisha, you got the surrender deck? Surrender to stress. Surrender to wonder and awe. Somebody's asking you to learn to be present. Surrender to your need to always be right. And surrender to low self-esteem. Okay? Here we go. I always tell people, and I had to learn this, and if y'all see my page, yeah, we just did one April. I did the Black Global Healers event at the Priestley Post on Sunday. Which is somebody's asking you to surrender, like, to yourself. Stand in the moment. Be your vision of everything. Of sexy, of smart, of talented, of interesting, of approachable. Of approachable. The only interaction in your life can't be more so conflict and chaos. And when I say conflict and chaos, I still mean stressful. Most people won't need asking, unloading, whatever, like on you that don't make, they're always asking you to go this distance, or they feel like, man, I don't know. It's almost like you don't want to, I don't know. It's so weird. I'm sorry, but you make no sense. It's like, it's almost like you would rather daydream. And somebody is asking you to just surrender to the awe and the beautiful things that are literally around you. It says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow, of like just being in the moment, of getting people's actual opinions. Do people realize that they can stand in a room? Hey, Britt, people realize they can stand in a room and give off, please don't ever talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to be around you. I don't, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, people realize that they do that. And if y'all don't, I wish y'all did. Then you wonder why. It's like, girl, I go out, people don't ever try to talk to me. That's what you give off.
Mama.
What up?
I want to watch Baby Boss.
You want to watch, what is it?
I want to watch Baby Boss.
You want to watch Boss Baby? Okay, go use the restroom. My turn now. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because we're getting no ice cream.
Okay, you just asked me to turn on Boss Baby. Is that what we doing, or are we still on the ice cream thing? I thought we was past it. I thought we was past it. Let me get this remote, y'all. I gotta turn on Boss Baby for this kid. No, I do not own the rights to Boss Baby, but I did pay for a subscription to Amazon that says that after I paid my $14.99, I can watch this movie whenever I want to. So my son will watch it. Where is the remote? Hey man, please get all that crying out your system before you come back up in here. Because I just am not for it.
I'm done.
You done with the crying?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Because it was starting to bother me. Truth be told. I can't find the remote, Zay. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Eve. 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 I'm choosing you.
Okay, I'm technically challenged, so I'm sorry. I messed up the buttons.
Zay, you stole my coat? Did you steal my coat?
No.
You sure?
No, I didn't steal your coat. Why do I steal your coat?
You stole my coat.
I didn't steal your coat.
You gonna put it on?
Oh,
Bye, Zay. I'll see you later. I'm going to see Bean.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good God. Why do those remotes never do what you want them to? Okay, I'm really sorry. I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to those remotes. Either it is a rough patch for me. Quisha, that not being able to stand in the moment, and folks that give off that same please don't come near me, please don't come near me. If you're not giving out a little something sweet, how are you expecting somebody to approach you, whether they turn out to be a lifelong friend or anything? I think somebody is really asking you to check your energy, like what you're giving off. You'd be surprised how far self-esteem carries you. It definitely makes you want to speak up and say something. This surrender your need to always be right is you not letting go of things in the past. So it aids you in saying, well, that's why I don't this and that, because remember when she blah 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 blah. And it's like, since you're still holding on to that hurt, yeah, you're right, but you're not even giving people the opportunity to change or show you that they've changed. But you want people to do that for you. It's not fair. So it's kind of like, check your energy. Sulin, Shell, Jasmine. Janice, Jessica, Portia, April, Joanna, Brittany, Collins. Okay, sorry you all. I'm really sorry. I will still read for everybody, so hopefully they come back to watch the video later on. Goodness. Okay. Sulin is next. Sulin got the Soul's Journey deck. Sulin got Judgment, Doubt, Health, and Discipline. The bottom of it, you got Failure and Trust in the reverse. Somebody's saying everything feels like it's not coming together, and it's because you haven't quite understood the meaning of failure. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. That's why I tell you all, every day is just an experience. That's all. Nothing permanent unless you state it. Unless you stay in it, stuck in it, rut in it, bothered in it. Underneath that it said trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. You don't. Moving on shaky ground like that just causes nothing but judgment and doubt upon yourself. And so it causes you to make unhealthy decisions because your discipline is off when it comes to yourself, because you doubt yourself. That failure plan in the back of your head, instead of just saying that just didn't work out, because that's all it was. It just didn't work out. You've tried to make food before, shit didn't work out. It was hard. Like, damn, I thought that was going. I wonder why they didn't plump up like I seen it do on the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like that shit really did not work out. Like, damn, I did everything that they said. So it's like, how do you, that the attachment that you all have to results and like things that you want is really weird. And then the things that you want, people need to start asking themselves, is it things that you are really wanting? Somebody wants to say something else to you, Sulan. That's this work your light oracle. What's that? You got mirror. It says who or what is triggering you. Sulan, what feelings do you got going on? Yeah. Because you got Akasha, and it says your guidance is divinely guided, but your transformation and the crumble card are in the reverse. And somebody is saying she just won't let us do it. You won't let us do it. This Lemur card says creating a heaven on earth, it's happening. But your transformation and the crumbling says, where are you being called to? This transformation says things are changing at a cellular level. It's a very deep healing. But for some reason, boundaries. I get it now. I get it now. You're already doing it. Somebody says stop overthinking, and you keep wondering what's what. But you're doing this. This that you're coming into is quite literally your birthright. This is something that you're already doing. Your boundaries, you keep overthinking everything. Stop being scared to take every single step. It's fucking with every single part of your body. Like, quite literally. Makes you feel like somebody just threw you into a marathon instead of this, the age of the light, saying you've been training for this for a lifetime. It makes you feel like somebody just threw you into a marathon and told you to keep running. That's not cool. I don't even like you feeling like that. That second guessing, that self-worry, that doubt. That's why I said everybody's like, oh my God, I already did what you said. I took a leap of faith. I know. Now it's time for you to take another one. Doesn't mean that you jumping out of this cycle and forgetting all of these people and all of those things. That's not how you left the old one. You left with some people and some things and whatever that understood you and that still fit you and that made sense for where you were going and what you actually want. So keep those things while still jumping into something new, while still figuring out this something new. Don't stay in limbo and do not go backwards. And if you jumped into a new cycle of anything, whether it be a job, whether it be a person, whether it be an opportunity or any of those things, note that those things don't have to stick either. It's something that you tried. It's just an experience. Forgiveness, surrender. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Surrender. I can release my need to control that attachment to what things are supposed to be, what they're supposed to look like. Let people, places, and things show you exactly who they are so you can say, ooh, I don't like that. That's hot. Ooh, that's kind of spicy. I don't eat that. Ooh, I don't like the way you this, and that. I don't like to be around you. But you have to surrender. Well, I'm just trying to like them. I'm just, they can be, you can always try to help somebody and change somebody. That service thing that folks do. No. It's not what we're doing.
Mama,
What?
where's my phone?
It was over on the couch, I thought.
No, it's in there.
I thought it was over there on the couch, like I said. That's the best I got.
I don't see it.
You didn't walk over it either. Hey Kai, everybody is worried about their purpose.
I don't see it.
Move some stuff around.
I don't see it.
I can't help you.
I can't see it.
Everybody is so worried about what their purpose is here, like what their I know what my purpose is, or I'm still trying to figure out what my purpose is. The purpose is you. That what you're trying to give to the world, that empathy, that love, that something special, give it to you first.
It's not right here.
Hey, cuz. I don't even know for real. Man, hold up, y'all. Zai, you about to bother me, bro. You need to learn how to look for a thing or two. Especially since all the things we keep looking for is yours. Pick that stuff up off the floor. Hey.
This is so heavy.
I didn't ask you to pick it all up at one time. I just asked you to pick it up. You did that.
Oh, where's my daddy?
Oh, the purpose is you. That's how it is. That's how this works. So before you finding out what you're giving out, you have to find out who and what you are.
Mama, I don't want baby watching anymore.
I can't fool with this man. I can't get up and change nothing for you because I'm already doing something. I done told you that.
I want to watch baseball.
I want to watch baseball. I don't know where the remote is in here, and I'm not getting up to go back there. I don't know why Zai makes you laugh, because he's bothering me. Sulin, the last two cards you got is surrender to your intuition and surrender to comparisons with other people. I think those are self-explanatory. Now, a Pop-Tart I will get you.
What?
A Pop-Tart I will get you because I did offer to you in some way.
Whoa.
This man. Sorry, you all. But yeah. These are things that you all know. Shell, what you got going on? You got the activations, or the sacred geometry of activations. Same thing. But the thing of it is that everybody keeps asking the same thing. They want to know what their purpose is. I don't tell people what their purpose is. I just tell them how to find it. And I tell y'all the same thing. When you was little, this emergence card. When you was little, who did you say you wanted to be when you grew up? What did you say made you happy? What would you say that the world said that they was going to know y'all for? I'm sorry, my son is making a weird noise. Zai? What's wrong with you? You're going to have to hold on. Hey, Sam. Ouch. Hold on. He's making a weird noise like he was. Where's the problem? Always a kid, y'all. It's always a kid. Anyhow, that's what, when people ask me what is my purpose supposed to be, I don't tell you what it is. I make you tell me what it is. When you said you was growing up and you said this is who I'm going to be when I grow up, do you still have those aspirations? Is some part of that still living inside of you some way, shape, form, or fashion? And how can you make it to fit who you are right now? That's it. It's perception. It's like when you watch the movies of, what's her name? Marcella, whatever her name is. The little girl from Blackish, your little cute little girl from Blackish. when she's in the movie Big or Grown or whatever she's doing, or 13 going on 30, or Robin Williams in Big, like show like that grown up shit, but they're still kids. And like when they adults to think like kids, they're getting it right. Everybody's, oh man, that's so out of the box, oh my god, that's so awesome, what made you think of that, what made you do? They're still kids. They have time to dream. And so this is your dream job, you stepped into it, let me show you how I know that I can do it better than you, because you can't think not like them. So let me show you that my mind is better. That's why I always ask, what did y'all want to be? And the fact that you know everything that you know now, how can you bring it to life? It's not a crazy question, it's the best one. Because I'm giving you a chance to prosper in the way that you want to. That's romantically, because all relationships are the same and we know that. You know what I mean? I won't repeat that about, you know, how your employer, parent, kid, whatever, it's all the same. So those relationships will be flourishing. As far as like work and career, all of that would be flourishing. You would be going in the direction that you want to go with constant new growth and opportunities. Even if you're not ready for the growth, it's just putting it in your back pocket. Oh, I'm interested in that. Might be something I would double back to in about a year or two. But you never would have known about it had you not moved up, moved on, moved along. So it's those things. Shell, what you got going on with you? Oh, Winnie too. Well, the list goes: Shell, Jasmine, Janice, Jessica, Portia, April, Javala, Brittany Collins, Kai, Sam, and then Winnie. Oh, I feel like I just did show. I'll say Jasmine. Communication in the reverse for you, Jasmine. Communication seems to be your biggest fall down. It's like even trying to gather okay, I'm going to read this conception card. It says the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focus, awareness, and intentions. That's why I always ask you to watch your words. You keep saying it always is, so it always will be, or it is what it is, so it is what they say. You know, kind of thing. So this transformation that you're looking to step into, because it's 14 and then 16 on here, so this 5 and this 7 would be transformation into self. But if you can't fathom what that is, where do we go? Because see, those words ain't for nobody but y'all. That's why I said I could tell you what I know that you're supposed to be doing. Does that mean that that's what you actually want to be doing? Or would you just be doing it because I'm another person that just told you that's what they feel like you should be doing? I don't want to be that person. Like I said, I want to be a safe space for you to live your wildest dreams. For you to say the wildest things. Let your whole dream your world into being. That's it. I want you to find people and cultivate more people around you that bring you that same. Whether it be you looking for whether you're male or female. I want that for everybody. That's what I want. That's the thing that I'm trying to create. I want you to stay in a space and realize that the things that do and don't come to you, because now it seems like you all don't realize that the things that do and don't come to you, they're based off you. That's why I said, are you all giving, please don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't approach me, never. Like, you just probably like everybody else and don't even, like, are you allowing people to come and go without being attached to results? It's weird. It's like people it's so weird because people are always saying, man, you know, we look at people where when they be like, you only been with one person. Like, she only dated one person before she ever got married. And then at the same time, we be like, oh, dang, she, you know, well, she still with a ton of people when we was coming up before she got married. Honey, she is. Like, how do you play the, I got you down, Coco. How do you play the, you know, what do you play? What is there a certain amount of people you should have, could have, would have slept with before you are settled down in the world? Or, like, how does that work for you all? Because then there's no sense on that either. Like, how does that work in you all's heads? What are we saying about that? I don't know. It's really kind of weird. So I don't know what you all are changing or trying to change or working towards. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Jasmine, communication seems to be your biggest problem. Communication with yourself, communication with other people. You need to find a way to tell people the way of what you need from them, without you feeling like it's you pushing them away. Yeah, because this discernment that you're not necessarily knowing how to use out into the world got you pushing away the wrong folks. Janice. Janice is in the energy of allowance. I like it. I like the way they're cutting these cards too. Janice, your biggest thing is watching your words. Believing is seeing. So if you want things to come towards you, if you're trying to merge into things, my biggest thing would be to tell you that believing is seeing. That's all. You're standing you're standing in an energy of very good discernment and perception with this allowance energy. It says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So your this new mindset that you're building, frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real, and to take a good hard deep look at it. So it's kind of like allowing you to really know what is and what ain't for you before you say, yeah, this is who I am out to the world. You're really, 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 really careful on saying, yeah, that's just me. What I want you to be careful of is thinking one thing and then speaking another, because what you speak is what you believe. You ever had a thought and been like, nah, let me not say that's probably wrong. That's probably, nah. See, you didn't believe your thought. You believe what you spoke. So I just want you to know that there's a lot of power in word and thought. But when the words come out, you know, power of word creates. Power of thought creates, word creates action. So I just want you to be careful on the energy that you're standing in, because it's very powerful. So if you are moving through and I don't mean just floating through, just kind of coasting through and just bumping around. No, you're really taking a really good, hard, deep look at things around you. It's like your eyes are being open for the first time, almost like you're seeing everything for the first time. People, places, situations, colors, you name it. Things look different. They feel different. And I like that for you. I just want to make sure that you don't get so lost in the feeling of feeling and seeing and being for the first time that you forget that that you start to lose that nice deep heart look that you're taking a look at things. I don't want you to get lost out here. Then you'll feel like you're in limbo. And I don't want that. But I do like that for you. Jessica. Jessica, somebody is saying you're coming into a space with somebody that you're having a successful growing situation with somebody. Understanding what they went through. So it's giving you some type of personal strength. It's making you kind of put your worries away a little bit. I know that you're learning that one worrying keeps things at a resistance, so you're learning not to do that. But I like the fact that you're learning to trust yourself. What I do want to talk about is this. You don't make any sense. You're in a state of feeling, you have this loneliness feeling. It's weird. But you keep saying that you're at peace, and parts of you are. And I don't know whether that's a longing for missing a particular person. It could be your dad. It could be a lot of, your sister. It could be a lot of granny. It could be anybody at this point. Just noticing that people around you are kind of moving along and passing on, and you lost, vital people, But somebody is saying this empathy thing that it's got. It says, I'm seeing things from both sides. Seeing their story there, because you got adversity, growth, and success. It seems like it's growing a relationship with you and someone else. I like it. My focus on you is this happiness thing, because it's wrapped up in like blame and shame and regret. So it's hard for somebody to see who they are and what they want and where they're going in life if they're wrapped up in the past. Just because you understand somebody's thing and giving them empathy towards the situation or what have you, don't get wrapped up and stuck there. Otherwise, there's no perseverance. That vision will always seem like these two never come hand in hand, and they need to. Your purpose and your person, they need to go hand in hand. Especially if we're learning exactly what worries do and don't do. Which meaning that they keep things at a don't come near me kind of deal. More like a right here. Worry allows shit to get right up in your face. Like, and I don't mean things that you're scared of. Not just necessarily things that you're scared of. Things that you actually want to come near you. It allows it to get right up here in your face. And since you're so worried, you're keeping it at a like, don't come near me yet. Did you know that? Isn't that weird? That's the energy that we send off when we send worry. The bigger the worry, the bigger the bleh. But you're giving off of this. So whatever it is that you are freaking out about, and this lonely thing that you're feeling, note that if that is self-isolation, you all need to know the difference between loneliness and being alone. Some of you all can be alone, and being alone is just fine. Hanging out, chilling out, catch up on the rest, learn something new, try something new, whatever, right? But loneliness, 9 times out of 10, that's some shit that you're pulling on yourself. That's some shit you're pulling on yourself. Meaning, people are inviting you to things, asking, do you want to do things? You have people you can call on, but you're choosing to be alone. That shit's not good. Nor is it healthy. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's scary. So, like I said, it's a state of mind, so be careful with that. It's a hard place. Yeah, especially when you're grieving. Like we all are. And have been. So, especially when you're grieving, that's a scary space to get into. But I love you, Jessica, and you always know that you can call, girl, we family. Like, literally, we're family. We got the same everything. Portia. Portia got the spell casting oracle deck. No, I don't do witchcraft. No, it's not a bad scary deck. See, cards are pretty. I don't know why the artist named it that, but that's what she calls it. Portia, the song that is playing for you in my head is Mary J. Blige and what is that man's name for his little cute self? Ludacris. Runaway Love. Feels like you feel like if you can get away from something, then that means that you've survived in some way. That's not true. You keep saying, in order for you to have something, right? And you keep saying, this is what I know. In order for me to have something, and in order for me to protect my dream, like, I know for a fact that I have to get away. You see this person in this trust is standing alone on the edge of something, but I got to get this the hell away from y'all. That's not what that means. That runaway, whatever that theme is playing in your head, let's not let that be it. Running away from something just gives it a chance to sneak up behind you, and it's not in your vision. So if this sucks, or your senses aren't as great to know when someone is coming up behind you, you are screwed, Miss Portia. You protect your vision. No one, the people that you allow in your life, your space, mentally, emotionally, physically, those people aren't taking anything away from you. You're giving. And that's period. Even if they're asking, guess what? It's giving. It's not nobody doing anything. Somebody's asking me to ask you about your talent. Portia, if you're still on here, what is your talent? You got the talent card in clarity. Somebody said they're waiting on you to recognize it or run with it. If you're running with anything, run towards that. Portia, what's this talent that you have that you didn't disclose when you jumped on this live? What was that about? Did she leave? Portia go? Well, she needs to put it in my inbox. So, family, calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. Yeah, whatever talent that you have, what are you doing? What is this? You like got folk that can, it's like on a lift up. What are you doing? I would definitely like to know that. Definitely. Yeah, you got share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression, and then boundaries, which was at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if y'all kept seeing that. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Somebody is saying you have a real talent, a hell of a talent. Why are you holding on to it? Scared to just kind of open it. What do you think, that like the world is going to eat you alive if you show them that you have? If you tell them what? No, I can't help you. I don't like it. I don't want this. I want to do it like this. It's so weird because everybody is so cool with saying what they would have said, but they never say anything. Like when standing in majority of the situations, folks never say anything. Portia, I would like to talk to you about whatever talent you are holding on to. I don't want to bust all your business out on the thing. I do know that you have a pain in the, what is this, the right side of your chest. If you've ever caught any of my earlier lives, when I did the one about the elements, this pains and aches and all this kind of stuff, your palate changing and all this stuff that your body is going through, it's just another portion of this awakening. The awakenings never stop. You awaken, you just keep awakening, just like the way you wake up every day. You learn something new, you try something new, you grow something new, you try to be better than the day before, and 20 minutes before that, and 2 days before that, and a year before that. It's like that's how it works. So it's a constant awakening. April Okay. April feels like she has a lot to say to me. It's not so much as what I have to say to her. She feels like it's a lot she wants to say to me, which is really cool. I like the fact that you feel like you've been learning, growing, and discovering so many parts about yourself. I think that is awesome. I think that is beautiful. I love the way that you have not only showed up with an open mind, you're learning to really open your heart. It's a scary thing, especially when you're stepping into your passion. It's a hard thing to communicate, but this learning of tenderness that you're having on yourself is really changing your not just the inside of you, like killing wounds, but it's changing the way that you talk to and I guess handle is a terrible word, but work with especially younger people, but folks in general. Yeah, it's you're one of the ones who understand that the journey is never over. So I love that you're a person that understands that it's a constant of the awakened. I like that you're aware of that. Yeah, I like that what you want to put out into this world is this energy. That energy of allowance that I had spoke of. Like, you want to be a provider of that. I want to be a person that allows people to come in. That it's almost like being a personal sounding board, beyond safe space. I love the way that you, I don't know, something about with you and kids and the energy that you're given, but it's something with little kids. Were you the one that said something about somebody said something about little kids up here, like little babies or being a doula or something, didn't they? Or am I crazy? Yeah, April. Okay, April. This perfectly lines up. That makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, but it's energetically what you're giving them as you're being with these people, even energetically, just being in the space that you're in of just wanting to pursue this this career to put out into the world and to not only do it for X amount of time, but then train for X amount of time. You actually want to get a school going and keep this going. It's going to be a whole big old thing. You want to, for young girls that think that they want to go into nursing, before you decide to pay all this money to a university, you saying, yes, honey, before you decide to pay all this money to a university, like, what is it exactly that you want to go into? You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, the way you want to train these girls, not even just in their spirituality, or even just in the skill or the trait of it itself, just in its spirituality of how to, what they're given to these, couples or mothers when they're energetically given off on how to be able to, shake it off, or not even necessarily shake it off, be able to say when you need to rearrange or call it off or just cleanse it. And just, I don't know, you have a lot of, that's why all those cards came out. You have so much that you want to say to me. It's not even funny. It's just, I love how you feel though. It feels very, it feels safe all over. It's like weird. It's just warm enough and just cold enough that you can feel it like right before you get to your, to be able to touch you. So if somebody was turning on like a little, if you've seen, what you call that? Twilight, how Bella could turn on that little whatever and it was like around her, but then she could project it out, but before it was just like kind of burly sitting up off of her and you couldn't touch her like that. That's what you have, that type of protection. That's beautiful. I like that you have that. I'm excited to see what it is and where it is that you're going when you decide to soak up everything that you feel like you needed to bring this thing together, as far as your skill level and your training services and what you're bringing out into the world, what you're offering not only as a service to others, but as yourself. It's gonna be very pretty. I'm excited. Here I am at the bottom of the deck, still excited to see what it is that you have to offer. You're extremely I don't know who told you that you were weird or crazy to be passionate about whatever you're passionate about, because your sacral chakra showed up as if most people just kind of thought like, you want to what? Why don't you just go and be a lit? And you're like, no, because that's not what the fuck I want to do. That's not what the fuck I said. My nigga, I said that I wanted to be a doula. And nothing is wrong with an obstetrics, labor and delivery nurse. Get yours how you get yours, ma. You know what I mean? Whatever. But baby, that's not what I said. And so it's not what I want. And so it's not what I want to be. And so I like that. Yep, it has been a little while. I like that. I like the fact that you saw whatever you wanted to be, April. And I am moving on from April to Javala, I promise. I like the fact that you were one of the people that saw what you wanted to be when you were younger and figured out and spoke the words on how to make it who you are right now. Like, if you stuck around when I was saying that, you're one of those people. That's awesome. And I love that. You're one of those people who woke up on this thing and saying, hey, you know what? This is some shit that I really want to do. That was your wake up call. I love the fact that when you thought about who you wanted to be when you were growing up, that's what you came up with, and that's the path that you're walking. This is gorgeous. Just keep remembering that believing is seen. That's where all your power lies in your belief. In yourself, not in some random weird person in the sky and all this other holy cannolis, whatever. Just that. Well, I like talking to you too. I like seeing where people is going on their journey too. So I'm happy that you wanted to talk to me, because I wanted to talk to you and see where your journey is taking you to. I know I know y'all keep thinking that I'm weird, and I know y'all think that I jump on here and it's for free, but I promise, yes, it is for free, but I promise I get paid back in a lot of other ways. The love that you all give back, it comes back in a lot of other ways. That's why I don't put my Cash App on here. I like to remind you all that you all are doing great for nothing. Just one, because I like to talk. And two, I know that that's what I'm supposed to be doing on this journey. I'm supposed to really be giving out this type of love to you all. This type of time. My time. Your time. Our time. Let's share it. I like it. I like the connection that it gives off. I like the change that it's bringing, even though we don't know exactly what change that it's bringing. I like the foundations that it's making. I like what we're birthing together. I like what we're bringing about. I like the new things that we're speaking on each other, and the happiness that we're finding in just not in each other, and just this whatever, just in the world, period. Some of you all have never met, but I love talking to you all. You're all funny when you all get in here. It's like everybody has their own personality. And I know that you all can feel me just as much as I can feel you. That's why I let you all know that I know exactly what you're saying and what you're thinking over there. Yeah, I can hear you laughing. Hey, don't be saying this and that about me. I really do hear y'all saying that stuff about me. It's cool. I like it. Well, I told you that's what I do. That's the energy that I create. Allowance. This is so big to me. To show you that things come and go without fear, to show you how to shake those fears, those worries, that resistance, that attachment. So, yeah. So things do keep moving. Yeah, I like that. I like to be able to do that for you all. I'm slowly, like I said, I'm no further on this journey than you all. Talking to y'all is me just giving myself a pep talk too, because I'm struggling at the same stuff that y'all are struggling at every day. I promise. I do not have it all figured out. I'm still working on this discernment thing really heavy. I still have quite a few fears. Trust me. No shame in my game in admitting that. We got Javala, Brittany Collins, Kai, Sam, Winnie, and then Coco. And then Jasmine, Jay. Yeah. Javala. Javala, somebody is saying you got a test coming up. Are you going to be open? And if you're running a distance, are you doing it for yourself? Like, are you going to be unapologetically yourself? Or does your loyal heart still remain to the community? Somebody is saying, will you still be sleeping on yourself, or will you finally go to sleep on the community and run this for yourself? You got a test coming up. Somebody's saying you need to be unapologetically you and co-create. If you can be unapologetically yourself, somebody is giving you the, I don't know, in sports terms, alley-oops. Alley-oops. Somebody's gonna alley-oop you like a hell of an assist or whatever you call those things. I don't know sports, so I'm sorry. But yeah, you're getting something big. You got a nice little test coming up. And the best part about it is it's a quick test. It's like the teacher said, oh my God, it's a pop quiz, and you sit down and you're thinking, oh my God, it's weird. It's like, because you can see through the paper, but you can see just the numbers. It's like she intentionally did the numbers, 1 through 50 on the page, but when you flip it over, it's only 2 problems on there. It's a quick test. Somebody is saying if you can get through that, we can get you something. Yeah, you got a nice little test coming up. Don't stress about it and don't let it be what's on your mind, but you do have a test coming up and you are running out of time, or you're standing in a test or something. Something about you're running out of time with it. Yeah, either you're jumping or you're not. Does your loyalty lie to the community, or are you willing to come and get what's yours? My motto is to take a deep breath before you decide what this, because obviously this Treasure Island card then came out twice. So obviously, whatever this Treasure Island is, just take a deep breath. Don't miss your opportunity, whatever it is, though. Well, go on. Yeah. Well, go on then with your stuff. Y'all kill me not trying to say what the stuff is, but that's cool. Definitely standing in a test. I'm excited that you knew that it was one. That makes me feel good. Told you. That makes me feel really good that you know that everybody is being aware when they're standing in a space. That makes me feel good. I have to work on lighting and stuff, you all. I'm really sorry I don't know about this stuff. My friend Kenyatta's going to teach me about this stuff. He just doesn't know it yet. But yeah, I'm excited, Javala. I'm excited to see what you get. I'm excited to see who you're slowly but surely turning into with this leg up. Remember, unapologetically yourself. To get the assist, this leg up, unapologetically yourself. Fuck being poised. We're not doing that. We're unapologetically being us. That's how we get the leg up. Don't forget that, Javala. Okay. Brittany Collins. Somebody says your power is going to come from your boundaries. I don't know what your family seems to be going through, or maybe you're grieving for somebody else's family right now. So it feels like. But your power is going to come from your boundaries. Don't let this weak kind of moment that you're standing in mentally and emotionally make you go back on the boundaries that you have set. That's what somebody is saying for you right now. Somebody is gonna try to hold your freedom hostage in the fact that you are compassionate. So don't do that. Remain true to who you are with everything that you've been becoming. Don't let go of the best parts of yourself. But mind you that somebody is going to try to test your boundaries because you're in a vulnerable space. And I don't know what that space is, but that's what it feels like. Somebody is saying that if you're still trying to hold on to this slow and steady amount of peace that you're coming into, like you've been trusting yourself and your vision, you have to maintain those boundaries. Your peace lies in your commitment to yourself. Brittany, I don't know what... It's weird because when I said grieving, it's a pain in your stomach. And I'm not sure if you're carrying it around for somebody else, though. Because it doesn't feel chest heavy. Normally when things really hurt us, it literally knocks us here. So like a pain down here is kind of like somebody that you're... You know how you gotta get up and say something in front of a room full of people and it's like, oh man, my stomach hurts. It's like that. So it's kind of nervous and tiptoeing on what to say and how to be there for somebody is how you feel. But I'm not sure. There's a pain in the back right here for me, at the top for you, Brittany. To me, that's just signifying just another heavy weight of carrying, like, I'm going to try to have to be there for this person or these people because they're going through this. Let's be, compassionate towards ourselves on what we can and can't carry, on what's too much for us, because you've got things that you're birthing. And remember, people have miscarriages when they tell them not to carry too many heavy things. You're bringing life into the world. You should be living light in life and carefree and kind of whatever. So don't forget you're in the middle of birthing something. So before you decide to take on somebody else's weight, remember you're carrying a baby. You're carrying a whole manifestation. So that's what it is. It's being pregnant with a vision, right? To bring, boom. So if you're looking for that clarity, don't forget that you're technically pregnant. See? So protect it. Kai got the Wisdoms of Oracle deck. Kai, you feel like time is moving quick. I guess given in your situation, time either goes really, really fast or really, really slow. But just note that this is a birthing of a new cycle. Somebody is saying something about a fork in the road, so I'm not sure what decisions you're being faced with making. It's like looking like do you want to, yeah. Okay, so you got the Yang card, Truth Be Told, Co-Create in the reverse, Orphan in the reverse, Thinker, and then Conflict and Chaos. Got these two cards that sit in like, yeah, okay, so you got a choice. You got a fork in the road. So down here you've got a birthing of a new cycle. See, breaking this old one, this round and round cycle, breaking this old one with this new gift that you got coming, right? You have a gift coming. I cannot pick up this Serendipity card, but I promise that's the card that I'm trying to pick up, and it won't do it. You're showing up poised though, to a fork in the road, because you're standing at a new beginning, and you shouldn't be worried about it. You should actually feel good about it. That fork in the road is asking, see this Yang card, do you want to keep this person and all this mess and drama and conflict and chaos and have somebody make you feel less than because you're the orphan? that orphan card signifies just trying to be on the outside of just so much going on and still just feeling isolated and by yourself anyway? Or are you stepping out of this cycle into an actual new life? See, here you go, a new life with a lady instead of conflict with this person. Just taking the gift that you've got, which is the birthing of a brand new cycle. This is awesome, Kai. This is awesome, but you're standing at a fork in the road. Don't be stuck in limbo. Don't be stuck in limbo. Yeah. Don't let your hard work go to nothing. Yeah. You're standing at the edge. And don't let your hard work go to nothing. You're so close to tasting something sweet. Doesn't matter how this cycle broke or how you had to get out of it. You're stepping out of it. So fully step out of it. Just note that you're running out of time to make a decision on what you want to do. Sam. Sam got the spellcaster's deck. Confidence, not luck, Sam, is what they're saying. You got good luck in the reverse. Confidence, not luck. That's strength. Confidence, not luck. You keep looking for things to fall your way. Things don't fall your way. You're confident enough to bring them to you. That's how that works. Confidence, not luck. We're not waiting on once in a lifetime, oh, Hail Mary wishes and praise. That's not it. Okay. You had a really beautiful experience. Ooh, Sam, this is beautiful. You just celebrated something with your family. You got grieving family. And I think I saw you post something, I want to say about your mom. But for some reason, you got a hell of an experience on or right in that day before, of, or after her birthday. This experience that you had, I don't know if it was a conversation, I don't know if it was a feeling that you got or a voice that you physically heard or something, but something happened to you when you thought that you were going to be grieving. You feels like you wasn't. Feels like you got empowered instead of grieving. Feels like somebody really, you had your first real experience. Yeah, feels like it maybe came to you in a dream. That's why I said I don't know if you were dreaming, but you really got a conversation. You had a real moment. A real moment. And I'm not sure if that was with family or just with your mom, but that is a, be looking, if you haven't